Hey guys, happy Sunday, Sunday fun day. How's everybody? Um, there's like buttons, but it says there's no one in here, but I'm pretty sure there's people in here. I am Ether. Hi, hey, how are you? Hey guys, I know this was a very last minute impromptu live. Something happened to me last night and I felt the need to share with the collective. Oh, no, there's everyone. Oh my God, hello. Everyone's here. Hi guys. I guess it just was really lagged. I was like, oh my God, there's no one here. But I knew that you guys were coming in quick. Hey guys, hi. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes so I can let the chat fill up. How's everybody? Never seen you live. Oh, good. I'm glad you made it. Let's see. Florida. Hey guys, hi. Let's see. Oh my God, a lot of first timers for my live videos. That's pretty cool. Oh my God, Singapore. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's so freaking far away. Never been. I've actually always wanted to go. It's on my travel list. It's on my to-do list for travel anyway. Hey guys. Oh, aloha from Hawaii. I'm gonna give it one more minute. So just a little pre-emphasis. This is a personal experience I just want to share and just kind of giving the warning to other divine feminines out there, okay? Let's see. Oh my God, Inland Empire. Well, that's pretty close. Let's see. Ireland, Texas. Watching divine kind of update from you. Oh yeah, it has been a while since I've done an update for the divine masculine, divine feminines. I won't lie, I've been resisting doing it, like being totally honest. I've been resisting doing it, especially because I've noticed a lot of people, they get, what's the word I'm looking for? They kind of get sucked into the journey in a way where they stop focusing on themselves and they start focusing way too much on their masculine or their feminine. And I don't want to promote that kind of, I don't want to promote that. I guess is the best way to say that. But I understand why you guys are curious about your divine masculines and divine feminines. So I will do updates. I will. I'm trying to figure out a different way of going about it. Love watching you. You're so cheerful. Oh, God. Oh my God, France. Wow. How do I know which one I am? Oh, that's a whole conversation. So if you are in a true situation of being a divine feminine or divine masculine, it's not something that like you're just born knowing. It's something that you find along on your spiritual journey to find out about yourself. I mean, it's something that I feel like most people don't even, like, even in the spiritual community, are not even aware of when they first enter the spiritual community. I will do a whole video on that. I will do a whole video dedicating information about that, because it's a very interesting topic, but I feel like it's been talked about in a lot of misconstrued ways. And I feel like it's just kind of, it's almost like ran away with itself, you know, as far as the concept is concerned. So there's a lot of stuff that probably needs to be cleared up. So I'll do a whole video on that at some point in time separately, just going into detail about what it is to be a divine masculine, divine feminine, what are the signs, how do you know, all of that stuff. For the most part, guys, I would say that once you've already met your counterparts and you're a good part into the journey, you're very aware. Like there's really no questioning of, I don't know if they're my counterpart or not. And if there's that much confusion after being on the journey for a long time, it could be a question of, maybe I'm not a divine feminine or divine masculine, right? Because like I said, there's a lot of misconstrued information out there. But anyway, so we're about 4 minutes in, so let's get into it. Okay, so last night, this is a personal experience. Again, I'm just sharing to warn other divine feminines out there. And I've heard of this happening, but this was the first time I've ever experienced it personally. Oh, JC, thank you for the $2. Thank you for all you do. Love you so much. Aw, thank you. And I've heard of this happening where in the 4D or even in the 5D, divine feminines will hear certain things about their masculine, or it's like, for a lot of us who've been on the journey, you can actually hear their voice, like when they're speaking to you, or sometimes when they astral to you, you'll feel them touching you, or you can just kind of feel what's going on with your masculine or with your feminine. It goes both ways. And I've heard of some people experiencing like hearing sexual noises, like their counterpart is like having sex with someone else. I've heard of that happening. Or I've heard of like being in the 5D and then it's like people start like telling you certain things about your masculine. Oh, Tristina Carpenter, thank you for the $10. Thank you for everything that you do. Oh, thanks, guys. And again, it goes both ways. Divine masculines experience this too. Which actually, I want to talk about that disparity of the divine masculine, divine feminine, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Oh my God, Anthony, hi. Hey, I'm so glad you guys could make it. Thank you. Happy Father's Day, Solstice. Oh yeah. Oh my God, it's Father's Day. Oh shit, that's terrible. I forgot. Happy Father's Day, guys. Happy Father's Day, Anthony. And I've heard of this happening where you'll hear things about your masculine. Again, goes both ways. Or you'll experience things where it's like, is my masculine like messing around with other people? What's going on? I hear that my masculine's doing this. I hear my masculine's doing that. And guys, there are people in your life, people in their life, even just people in the 5D or energies in the 5D that don't want the union to happen. They don't want that cohesiveness. Allison, thank you for the $9.99. Thank you for your light. Namaste. Oh, thank you. Who don't want this union to happen. They don't want these kind of energies together. They don't want that spiritual journey to transpire for people, because not all divine masculines, divine feminines end up together. It's more about a spiritual journey for yourself. Okay, first and foremost, it's a spiritual journey for yourself. If you end up together with your divine masculine, divine feminine, then that's awesome. And that's awesome for those who have had that experience. Okay, but that is not the point of the journey. Mia Angel, oh, thank you for the $5. Hold on. That one's okay. I need moderators. I need to get on that. But anyway, guys. So yeah, last night, it was really interesting. So I was in the 5D and all of a sudden, all these people started confronting me, telling me all these things about my masculine, that he was off doing this, he was off doing that. And I was just kind of like, I knew instantly none of that was true. I knew it wasn't. And it was interesting because I could feel him there, but I couldn't see him. And there were so many people. And I realized it was like all of these energies were coming to the forefront to deceive me. Like, first of all, to deceive me, and also to almost act as a barrier like between us. It was really fascinating. And I feel like that's mostly for people who are around him. Tristina Carpenter, thank you for the 1111. So just know that if you're on this journey and you are with your masculine or with your feminine in a romantic sense, even if you're not with them in a romantic sense, be prepared for some deception like that to transpire spiritually. Okay. And you'll know the difference. Like, you'll know in your core. Okay. You'll know in your core. Like, if you are aligned, if you're connected to spirit, especially if you are also working on yourself a lot and you've got that self-love going on, you will know that none of that bullshit is true. Okay. So just know that. Let's see, that happens to me too. I've learned to allow my intuition to push through. Yeah, exactly, guys. Exactly. Do not allow these energies to deceive you in any way. And it's like, especially as you guys ascend and become more spiritually aligned, or get even more developed in your abilities, you're going to have that happen for other things in your life, not just in your spiritual journey with your masculine or with your feminine. Okay, so just know that. Cancer Moon's Tarot, let me tell you something. We're at astral war right now. Yes, lots of dark forces are coming for beings of light, especially against divine. Yes, the deceivers are demons, are coming during this ascension. Yes, thank you, Anthony. Yes, exactly. Very, very true. Very true. And it's interesting. I've been seeing more videos on YouTube pop up about that as well. Yes, guys. So just be aware that this is going on around you. You're going to be experiencing it, not just in the 5D, but also in a 4D sense, even with your telepathy with them. Okay. And so when it comes to telepathy, guys, you know your person, even if you have telepathy with other people who are not your masculine or who are not your feminine, because a lot of us here in the community do have abilities, and a lot of us are capable of that and having those connections. You will know what is true and what is not, as long as you stay grounded and you stay aligned, and that you know through your intuition what is right, and you don't allow yourself to be deceived. Hold on a second. That one's cool. That one's fine. That one's fine. Sorry, guys. I know. Moderator issue. Let's see. No, someone's only used. Let's see. New fact. It was fake news. Yeah, Sid. Oh, damn it. I missed it. Anyway, sorry, guys. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because I know other divine feminines are feeling that or experiencing that and maybe unsure of what's true and what's not. Olivia Booth, thank you for the $9.99. Love being on this journey with you. Thank you for being such a beautiful channel of light and guidance. Oh, God, you guys are so sweet. I love reading your comments. You know, another thing I want to touch on too, guys, when it comes to the divine masculine, because I've noticed this with comments on my channel and other people's channels. Oh, Monica Pyres, thank you from the 9.99. That the divine masculines, I feel, and this is just my opinion, it ain't fact, it's just my opinion, that there's kind of like this weird antagonistic, almost discriminatory energy towards divine masculines. And I'm not saying everyone's guilty of it. It's just something I've noticed where, and I'm not calling anybody out. It's just, I've noticed it. I've noticed a theme of it, of, you know, catering more to divine feminines or just outright like hating on divine masculines, guys. And guys, we really should try not to do that. And again, I'm not accusing anybody. It just bothers me. Okay. I've seen it a few times and it's like, oh, that kind of rubs me the wrong way. Especially because, guys, when it comes down to it, this journey is about us. It's about us, like the individual, okay? It's not about the union. It's about the individual and becoming awakened through this journey to ascend from this journey, okay? And divine masculines they're just another person, just like the divine feminine. You know what I'm saying? And we each have divine masculine and divine feminine energy within us as well, right? So like in a way, it's almost discriminating against a part of ourselves. You know, I just don't get it. So if you find that you're frustrated with the journey, you're frustrated with your masculine, you know, try to remind yourself of that. Like, I have divine masculine energy within me. There's no like, and they're just another person trying to figure out their own shit, you know, on top of it as well. And it's really kind of bothered me a lot. But it's just something I've noticed and something I wanted to mention. Another thing I wanted to mention, as divine feminines, you know, a lot of what gets stereotyped in this journey. Hold on a second. I'm so tired of thinking about my divine masculine constantly. The thoughts are annoying. Hold on. Oh my God, Jasmine, thank you for the 2222. Thank you for everything you do. Your second Gemini birthday reading nailed the situation between me and my Gemini completely. Oh, good. I'm glad. Those were intense. The Gemini bonus was really, really fucking intense. But something else I want to talk to the feminines about. The idea of holding space for the masculine. Now, a lot of people I find become resentful on this journey. And again, you don't have to stay on it. No, first of all, you don't got to stay on it. It's your choice. You don't have to stay on it if you don't want to. Secondly, this isn't about union. If you want union out of it, just know it's not actually about that. That's not the priority of it. But I find people become resentful or a little aggravated with their masculine if they're not doing the spiritual work, right? Or if they're having to do a lot more healing because they put it off. Oh, Rachel, thank you for the 199. Is this the same as Twin Flame? I'm sorry. You know, okay. I was getting into another topic I was going to do another video about. So my opinion, this is just my opinion, it's not fact, that there is a difference between twin flames and divine counterparts. I've noticed that the terms divine masculine, divine feminine are used interchangeably. I will do a video on that. I will do a video on that because it's a topic that I know is going to trigger a lot of people. So I've been slowly marinating on how to go about doing this video. So that's a video to come, and I'm just trying to work it out in my head how to do it because I know it's going to be a big trigger for a lot of people. But where was I? Oh, yes. Becoming resentful of the divine masculines, having to do a lot of healing and having to, you know, kind of do it after the divine feminines tend to do it. This is just a typical theme I've seen. It doesn't hold true for everybody. First and foremost, doesn't hold true for everybody. We're all on a different journey. We're all on a different experience, right? But to become resentful while they're doing this healing, and it's like, what, you know, why do I have to be the one that is in a better standing emotionally? Why do I have to be the one that has to sit here and wait for them to do what they have to do? And it's like, at the end of the day, guys, we don't have to wait for them. You got to live your life. Because again, this journey is about you. It's not about the two of you together. It's about you, right? And we are holding space in that time for them to do their healing so they can actually do their healing in an efficient way, in a conducive way, in a better environment for that healing to get done. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's easy to fall into that duality consciousness of what about me, or that low vibrational place of what about me. But at the end of the day, being a divine masculine or divine feminine, that's not the frequency of a divine feminine, divine masculine. right? Because you really should be focusing on your journey and your life and what you're doing. And if you're holding space for someone to do healing, then you're holding space for someone to do healing. And that's helping them. You understand what I mean? That's helping them. So I know that that's hard to hear. I know that's hard to hear, especially when you get to like the runner chaser dynamic, which doesn't happen for everybody. First and foremost, doesn't happen for everybody. But it does happen because you trigger each other. You both got to go in your separate corners. You both got to heal. Or that part of the journey where you're in each other's physical 3D space is no longer, because either way, you're still in each other's energetic field in a 4-dimensional way, in a 5th-dimensional way. Rox G, thank you for the $4.99. Hold on, let's see. Done good because I don't want. All right, there we go. Okay. So I know that was like a couple little tough topics right there. A little bit of tough conversation. And that's also why I don't talk about this stuff too much, because it does tend to trigger people. And if we're feeling triggered, that's probably just gonna be something I say all the time. If we're feeling triggered, it's because we got some work to do on ourselves. It's just the truth. And on a total personal note, a little random, but I've had a lot of triggers in the last few days about one very specific thing. And it's also something I want to do a video about because I know it's a trigger for other people. But it's about recognizing that within you. So if you're getting triggered by your masculine, whether you're resentful, whether you're aggravated, whether you're right out just pissed the fuck off at them, or just straight, flat out hurt, just think about, why did that hurt? Why did that hurt me? Why is he triggering me? Why is she triggering me, right? Because divine masculine could also be a female. And for myself, I've been doing that the last few days. Like, okay, I get why I'm triggered. How do I go about healing that trigger? Or like, how do I go about dealing with that trigger, right? So, I know these are tough topics, but at the end of the day, just be aware that there are a lot of energies out there that don't want you vibrating high, that don't want to see you working with your masculine or feminine, even if it is just in an energetic space, not even in a 3-dimensional space. And just know that. Okay, just know that, be prepared for it, stay grounded, stay true to you, stay true to your intuition, and just keep trusting your intuition also, guys. I've noticed that people have asked me, how I've become so intuitive, or how I've become so quick with my messages. It's because I trust my intuition. And I know that's the hardest part of it, right? It's like, especially when you're first new to spirituality or first really new to your abilities, it's like, how do I trust that what I'm getting is true? How do I trust what I'm getting is accurate? And over time, you'll realize the more you trust in it, it's like, oh, well, because it just is what it is, right? Because it just is. How did you meet your divine masculine? Oh, how did I meet my divine masculine? Spirit dropped him into my life. Spirit worked real hard on that one. Let me just say that. Spirit worked really hard to get us to actually meet. Christine, thank you for the $1.99. I know deep things he never told me is that. I know deep things that he's never told me is that normal. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely, that's normal. And I also find too that people who are new to the experience, when it comes to telepathy, it takes them a while to realize that telepathy is actually going on. So what you just said, I actually think that it's probably because he's told you a lot of things telepathically. You could have picked up on it intuitively, but like for me and my masculine, it's like the telepathy is like constant. It's constant. It's 24/7. I've actually had to like shoo him out of readings before, because it's like he likes to interrupt. But yeah, the way we met, yeah, Spirit worked really hard to get us to meet. I met him a long time ago. We actually met through school, eons ago. But anyway, yeah, Spirit worked hard on that one. But masculines and feminines meet in all kinds of different circumstances, right? All kinds of different circumstances. But maybe one day I'll tell you guys the whole story. It's kind of a long story, which is also why I'm really kind of like being vague about it. Not to mention, I'm sure he's going to watch this. And to keep a little bit of, privacy. Privacy is always good. I had a dream that my divine masculine actually told me that he was cheating on me. I'd use your intuition on that one. I'd really use your intuition. Even just reading that made me feel not right. Something about that didn't feel right. Even just reading that, I'd use your intuition on that one. And guys, also something to note when it comes to, like Anthony was saying, the astral wars, or these energies that are trying to deceive you, trying to fool you. they might even take on the face of people you know. Okay, so be mindful of that. And that's actually did what happened. In the 5D, I was like, why is this person telling me this? And it instantly was like, oh, because it's not true. Okay. Even if it's people from your past, like people that you've known for a long time, your family members, their family members, even the face of them. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Crumbs, $5. I'm a Leo male who's been listening to for weeks now. You've helped me learn my intuition cues. Aw, that's so awesome. I'm glad. I'm really glad. I love when people tell me that their intuition has been amped up or that they've put a lot of work into it or that it's really skyrocketed for them. I love that. That makes me feel amazing. Because I feel like we all need to have that. We all need to have that. It's like that's kind of like the special little sixth sense that we all carry and that we're all capable of. Let's see. That happened to me last night, except the face was tattooed. Oh, that's really interesting. That's really interesting. Let's see. What happens if one side is refusing to believe anything spiritual? You can't really do anything about that. That's on them. When it comes to people's beliefs, you can talk about your experience all you want. You can talk about what you believe all you want. But at the end of the day, people are going to believe what they believe. And God, actually, this was a whole other topic I was going to talk about in all the triggers I've been experiencing, but I'll talk about it here. Changing the perspective of other people. You can't really do that because for the most part, people have their belief system through experience. You can speak facts till you're blue in the face. I mean, this is why we have issues with politics, not going down the politics route. I'm just saying, this is why we have issues with politics, right? Because people believe what they believe. And until they experience something different or until they experience something that you're talking about on a personal level or it's something personal to them, people's perspectives don't really change. And that's just the hard truth of it. That's just the hard truth of it. So if your masculine or feminine is not very spiritual, they just haven't woken up yet. Okay? They haven't woken up yet. And that's on them to do that. That's on them. That's on them and their journey and their life. And you can't really do anything about that. The only thing you can do is just remember to stay true to who you are no matter what they say. Because some people are passive about it. You know, some people are like, oh yeah, that's cool. You believe that. And like, it's kosher, right? Like you're agreeing to disagree and there's nothing wrong with that. Other people are very pushy. Excuse me. Other people can be very pushy about like, well, what you believe is lunacy or blah, 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 blah. So if they're just agreeing to disagree, I would just let it slide. Because whenever it's supposed to happen, it's going to happen. But if they're being very like kind of mean about it or just kind of in your face about it, oh, that's a hard one, actually. That's a hard one. That's a really hard one. I would just try to have a conversation about just respecting difference of beliefs and just let it go, right? Just let it go. And if they keep bringing it up, I would actually have a little separation there because and on a personal level, I just like, that's not cool to attack people's beliefs. Hold on. Nicole C, thank you for the $4.99. Just went through a painful time. No word from my divine masculine. If he can feel me, I would think he would reach out to give his condolences. Also watches my Facebook. He could just be needing his space, you know, and that's the other thing too about the journey, guys, and about divine masculines and divine feminines. At the end of the day, we are people, right? At the end of the day, we are people. And sometimes we need space, especially if we're going through a really painful time or just went through a painful time. On a personal level, me and my divine masculine, you know, we're taking some time. That's the sugar-coated way of saying it. We're taking some time. And it was a little bit of a painful moment. But that's okay. That's okay, you know, and that's the part of trusting the journey and trusting that things are going according to the way that they're supposed to happen. Do I miss him? Of course. Do I still care about him greatly? Of course. But I know that it's just supposed to be separate right now, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And if he needs to do his thing, he needs to do his thing. And I know that that's hard for some people to swallow, and I know it's hard for some people to deal with. And that's where that theme of not being attached is so important because number one, this is your journey, not our journey. It's your journey, right? And to not be attached to someone who really is not going to be there 24/7. Sorry, I know it's a trigger for some people, but it's just the truth of it because there is a lot of having to trigger each other, having to heal, take some time out to heal, then we can come back and, oh, I got to do a little bit of healing on this. There's going to be that for most of us in this journey, right? And that's okay to acknowledge that. And it's okay to acknowledge, okay, this is just a time where we're doing our own thing, working on ourselves. And then whenever we come back, we'll come back. But you're never really truly separate, right? So I know that's hard, but you're never really truly separate. They're always kind of there. If they need their time to heal, they need their time to heal. If you need your time to heal, you need your time to heal. Just that's it. Emerald Empress 411. Thank you for the 111. I don't know why I'm so slow to talk today. The Real Divine Masculine, Mr. Clyde. Yeah, Mr. Clyde, sleeping away. I know, he's adorable. I know. Anyway, still my favorite man in my life. Let's see. Anyway, guys, so oh my God, 25 minutes. Okay, all right. I think we're good. I just really wanted to get that message out because it was like, I just couldn't believe like how many people were like rushing up to me to tell me bullshit. I was just like, it was amazing. It was kind of funny, to be honest with you. It was kind of comedic. But I'm gonna go, guys. I gotta get some videos done for Patreon. I might even do one today for YouTube. But I will see you guys later. Have a great Sunday and Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. All right, guys. Take care. See ya. Bye.